Mr. Cengiz Ultav was born in Eskişehir, my hometown. And he received his BS and MS degrees from Middle East Technical University in Ankara. After that, he got a diploma from Philips International Institute in Eindhoven, Holland. And after working in several companies, I think try to get this short. He's on the board of Vestel, and he has been serving as the chairman of the Turkish Technology Development Foundation since 2005. Welcome. And now I lost my connection. So sorry about that, because we have also change of speakers. So I think it's preferable perhaps they can shortly introduce themselves. I'm sorry for that. And Dr. Can Brother, can you please, in a few short sentences, can you describe yourself? Thank you. They're open, I guess. They're on.
So it's okay, huh? So my name is Bredau. I worked at the company Festo. My background is mechanical engineering, studied machine tooling, hydraulics and pneumatics. After that I had a promotion, a PhD in flow simulation. I started at Festo in 2005, and my main topics there are condition monitoring, automation technology. I'm as a responsible of a group system engineering there. This group works for big customer projects, for mechatronic projects with software, mechanic, electrics, and so we have a lot of projects regarding diagnosis, condition monitoring, and so on.
Thank you. Welcome. And Dr. Andreas Gallasch, can you please describe yourself in a few sentences?
Yes, of course. So I'm Andreas Gallasch, and initially I'm a mechanical engineer. After this studying, I did my PhD thesis in production engineering, on the edge to IT. And after that, I've been a business consultant till we have bought by IBM. And after that, I worked with IBM, and then I ran the global services team of PTC in Germany. PTC is a software company. This brought me very near in the software industry. And since 3.5 years now, I ran a software factory, which is a small company in the software area. And we are serving in the area of digital engineering, digital manufacturing, digital services, and cybersecurity, and have customers in the area of automotive, machinery industry, medical device industry, and also retail, footwear, and apparel.
Let's start initially with the term Industry 4.0, and I'd like to start from Germany first, from our visitors, with Dr. Can Bredau. Can you tell us from the German perspective, like how this Industry 4.0 project started in Germany? I believe it started in 2011, and it's a strategic initiative of the German Trade and Invest Agency. So can you please tell us a little bit the beginning of the Industry 4.0 project from the German perspective? Thank you.
Yes, I can do it. From the German perspective, German is a country that has a strong background with industry. A lot of machine builder work in Germany. We have big producing companies, especially in the automotive industry. And the trend from the Internet of Things, this is the global world, Internet of Things. So in the business-to-business market is then the factory automation. So and so this the idea was born, the digitalization in production. This is so-called an Industry 4.0. So and now we have a lot of facets at this topic. So one facet is what does this mean for new products, for new services? What Industry 4.0 means for digital production, for new production methods, what this means for education, for the people, and so on. And also very important is the topic standardization. So standardization. And so in Germany we have now association, VDMA, ZVEI, and so on, that work on these topics, that work on standardization. So, and in parallel, we see now, after some years of discussion and definition, that we can now, so I think so 2 years ago, in a phase that we have projects, so that we have projects with customer.
Thank you. The other day I visited the company in west of Istanbul, and they produce some manufacturing equipment which they export to Germany as well and other 20 plus countries. And they're basically doing some press, like for the factories to do, for automotive and for others. And the main thing they complain about is the software, that they have difficulty finding the people skill set, they have difficulty finding flexible software and all these other things. So now perhaps Dr. Gallasch can tell us, perhaps starting with the German perspective, but taking into account the software, since he's the software expert on our panel. Thank you.
Yeah. And this is definitely the real challenge in Industry 4.0 is the software part. It's not the part around automation or around building a software for steering something. It's really the software which brings more value to the customer, which brings applications to the customer. And so typical manufacturing companies, machinery companies, has to learn how to deal with software. And the software industry is completely different and not comparable with this machinery industry. A machine is defined, specified, built, tested, and delivered. And then, okay, the user has to serve for it. A software is specified, a first version, a first release is rolled out, and then the work begins. You have the complete life cycle, you add functionality to the software, you have to care about this software the whole life, and you have to propose your customers in the software industry updates for the software. This means you need completely different organizations, you need completely different ways of proceedings, you need a closer connection to your customers. And so this is a real challenge in the Industry 4.0 to deal with all the software stuff. And if you think about in the moment the big platforms which are establishing in the digitization world are computer companies, because they are used to deal with this stuff, and they buy all the capabilities around hardware manufacturing, around production engineering, and build these capabilities. And so I think this is the biggest challenge for the companies, not in Germany definitely, and big companies, they can do it on their own because they have the money. They can found independent software company, for example, like Trumpf did it with Exum. Siemens is more or less a software company. SEW, Eurodrive has a lot of software people. Bosch also, and Festo also. These are big companies and can do that. But the German industry has also a lot of small companies which has not the capabilities to build their own software company. And so what we have to learn in Germany is to, and I think not only in Germany, in whole Europe, including Turkey here, is to have a horizontal network of companies which have different capabilities and could work together for different reasons.
Mr. Ultav, I'm going to ask you something. That I think, according to some measures, Turkey is still at 2.5, Industry 2.5, whether it's true or not. How can we leap up to Industry 4.0. And another question with regard to your previous remarks was that how do we write smart here?
Exactly. Well, the thing is, the basics are the same. You have to face the customer. You have to know the customer. You have to know the customer better than the customer knows himself. And this is the first step. And to be there faster than anybody else with your first version of a smart environment. This is the major challenge right now. And I'd like to give you one example. Until now, we have been, in Vestel, serving Panasonic with their TVs. We were designing them, we were manufacturing them, we were delivering them logistically, and they were managing for example, the brand. That was true for also other Japanese brand names and European brand names. But what we are facing right now, a major customer is coming along, and it is Netflix. And customers of the customer, Netflix customers, are completely a different characteristics than the people that you commonly meet at home. And responding to this new customer in a connected world is something very important. And this requires a huge level of collaboration, as you have pointed out. We have to be in the Android world, a very important instrument of the smart environment. We have to be in the microprocessor world. For example, we have 400 engineers right now who are getting a lot of experience on Qualcomm platform, one of the major suppliers of the mobile platform. Because these two things, Android and Qualcomm platform, but very many others in a similar environments, form the platforms on which you have to build added value according to the demand of the new generation customers like Netflix. So currently, our design thinking is completely changing on how this product, this display product that until now we call TV, is going to be a product for Netflix. It has to be smart. It has to just integrate with more than entertainment part of your world. It has to connect your customer to the big data, whether for videos, entertainment videos, or for other things. It has to have the intelligence to understand your requests and turn them into processes that in the end up with certain flows that are going to come back to the customers. So what I'm trying to say is the customers are changing. The new generations, connected people, network people, what they demand from your current established organization is definitely changing. But your approach to understanding the customer is not changing. Your approach to time to market is not changing. But the time to market demand is becoming so high that you have to go back to your factory and base it on Industry 4.0.
Thank you very much for your contributions.